I can move it. Heckle me, I don't care.
Okay, call the meeting in order. Policy and Procedure Committee, March 24th, 2016, 9:30 a.m. Amanda, call the roll, please.
Raymond.
Present.
Hanson.
Here.
Bill.
Present.
Sure.
Here.
Barron.
Here.
Anderson.
Present. Any public comments? None? Committee chair reports, Dan Raymond.
I'll just be taking our usual reports.
No ordinance reviews, you're all done with those?
People are supposed to review themselves.
No review, the process, good enough.
Yep.
Russell, how's the highway doing?
Oh, it's moving right along. Just rolling down the road. We'll have actually our normal monthly claims, and the only thing last month we did a resolution to get some money, federal money on a bridge repair up in Milks Grove, and we're planning on taking bids. We're having a letting for that to repair that bridge. Nothing else at this point.
Kevin? Fine?
I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary, just normal finance, maybe insurance, I don't know if there's any issues with that or not.
You'll be going without a net. Anita won't be here. I talked to her. I don't think there's anything big going on. Lyle, management?
We'll be talking about the phone contract and the garbage contract, and Head Start wants to put a raised garden out here, and then farm issues.
First check for cash rent was brought in.
Yeah. Nobody said it bounced, so we're good. Somebody cash.
Moving on to John.
Public safety. As something comes up between now and April 6th, we'll just be taking our normal reports.
Eric, has the report.
Well, as most of you know, probably heard, FEMA denied the state of Illinois' request for individual assistance, public assistance, and hazard mitigation money. IEMA can make an appeal when the request happens, and completely new damage has to be found or submitted to them. I don't know about the rest of the state, but I've double checked, and we have no new damage, whether it's the public assistance or individual assistance that I can submit to them. So, I don't have much for that. I had a weather spotter from March 15th, also some storms that were in March 15th, but luckily most of the damage did not hit us or western side of the state. Maybe it's handled out about it. I've worked a lot on process to get the hazard mitigation plan renewed. This is a 5-year plan typically that has to be renewed every 5 years. It has to be approved by FEMA. This was written back in 2009, 2010. And through a federal grant, the county employed a contractor to write the plan, paid him about $99,000. We're not going to do that. It's going to do it myself. It's a lot less work than creating a plan from scratch. So the first public meeting that I have after that will be on April 25th at 1 p.m. downtown Dungeon in the courthouse. And all are invited to attend, and I encourage members to attend. Besides that, looking forward to the next month. For LEDC, we're planning on a full-scale exercise, and we have no planning meetings for that. I have 2 courses that I need to attend, one for Newton and one for Romeoville. I have 4 capabilities assessment coming up from the state. It's a new thing the state's doing. There's emergency 4 capabilities that they need to review, apparently, and they decided to start doing that this year. So that'll be fun. And I am mutual aid group that are emergency managers. They have a summit coming up late April. Any questions?
Yes. Regarding the reassessment that you could have IEMA do with the federal government, The economic impact across the county from the loss of transportation that affected a lot of businesses. Were those numbers ever brought up?
Yes, sir.
Because I know there's a lot of big manufacturing companies that had problems where they had to actually shut down.
With my initial damage assessment, I have to submit an economic impact statement, where I include as much economic impact as possible, including transportation ceasing from the intersection over there closing down, and the amount of impact that had on the county as a whole, business-wise. Also, when we go door to door knocking, we also have businesses that were affected like that. She was there, economic impact was from the business. That went with my economic impact statement, with the preliminary damage assessment, FEMA evaluation came down. FEMA does their own economic impact statement and expands what I find significant. So that was taken into account.
That's good. Does that look like the biggest issue I've seen with the water issues that we've had recently?
You and I spoke before about the hazard mitigation plan,
Yes, ma'am.
and so you're going to update that yourself.
I will be doing my best to do most of the actual typing. Yes. I'm hoping it's a lot less work, but I only have the ability of applying for grants to get a contractor to come in and do it. The county would have to get 25% or match 25%.
Is that in kind matching?
Yes. In kind.
That's how we originally did it, and we did that very quickly because we would not have qualified for any assistance in the flood of 08. We were working on that. I'm trying to remember if we had a company I want to say out of construction that we got a grant from. We met here several times, and it was my recollection that if a community did not participate, did not send people, a mayor, a fire chief, a police officer, someone to participate in the writing of that mitigation plan, that then they were not entitled to or didn't qualify for coverage under the plan. So I have some concern about that because we spent big money on that, and I would not want to see that become outdated or not kept up, and I want to see it kept up in an appropriate manner.
Absolutely. I've been in constant communication with hazard mitigation officers at IEMA about this to make sure that I updated it correctly. And you're right about if a local jurisdiction municipality does not send a representative, then they are not part of the plan. And that can be their choice.
But isn't that already established for our PERS?
Yep. And with the new plan, basically what we do is take the current plan, which is 320 pages long, and go through it through sections. Say, okay, does this need to be changed? Does this need to be changed? A lot of it can stay the same. Like you said, we paid a lot of money to have that plan written.
It was a grant, and then we did 25% in kind participation through hours of people showing up. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That is correct. Hopefully we'll be able to, I want to make sure this plan is good because I want to be able to utilize the plan for it to give local jurisdictions the ability to provide further hazard mitigation grants if they desire. That's the main purpose of this plan, to mitigate natural disasters that we have. If we get this plan done, get it done right and well, then that gives the ability for me or county or local municipalities to apply for further federal grants that are, once again, usually 75-25%, to do hazard mitigation projects.
As I recall, Sidonia was heavily involved in this at the time, and that's my whole point. This is a costly asset that we have. I hate to see it put on the shelf and forgotten about, and someday we go, oh, gosh, where is that mitigation plan?
I agree, and I talked about this a few times, and I've already drafted a letter to go out to all townships, villages, cities, and I'm acquiring contacts with a number of other different agencies that should be present, or should at least be invited to come to these meetings, so we can all know information.
First responders or things like that. Will you let us know when those meetings are?
Absolutely.
Questions for Eric? Seeing none? Really have any appointments, but I'm seeking volunteers to serve on the East Central Illinois I think it's Action Agency is an acronym, but Meet Danville is one Susan was on for years. They volunteered to put me on it, and I'm going to volunteer to put somebody else on it. So, anybody that has any interest at all, pull the line, I'll be by my door, and I'll get you the information. Donna, if you want to stop by. That's it for appointments. Correspondence.
What is it?
Hey, you just... They send me a big packet of stuff. So they deal with Head Start, and they deal with... There's a lot of stuff involved. But I'm not real sure, but we need to have somebody down there. If I get the information, anybody... I think it's about 9 times a year. They skip like 3 months. It's odd, but they skip July and they skip October. I don't remember what the story was. In Danville. Correspondence we got from Surface Transportation Board out of Washington, D.C. And the docket number, blah, blah, blah. Great Lakes Basin Transportation Incorporated. Authority to construct and operate a rail line in Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Notice of intent to prepare an environmental impact statement, draft scope of study, notice of scoping meetings, and request for comments on draft scope. First I've heard of it, but I have to look into this. I don't know if it's going right through Iroquois County, right through back of John's yard. I don't know where it's going. Might be a zoning, might be coming to zoning. It's something else on your agenda. Got something from Shearing Law. This is just the Village of Narga tip. They're just telling us they met. Read that.
Just goes from LaPorte, Indiana to Wisconsin. It's not funny.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why it was determined it's impacting us. Well, I don't know how it's impacting us.
Maybe they don't go on a straight line.
Hard telling, but we're involved, so we got the mailing, we'll find out.
KBM.
We have no claims. There were no claims. Any old business come before policy and procedure? Any new business come before policy and procedure? Kevin?
On old business? Whatever happened to that loan thing?
Love thing.
So, corn,
Blum. Last night, I talked to Jim I wasn't at finance, but I talked to him. They had another flood, so
nothing?
not to my knowledge.
You check that yourself.
The check did clear.
Maybe we should just require them to have life insurance to cover that sucker.
Life insurance?
He'll probably die before we get our money. That's fine. I mean, it's a thought. I mean, I'm not being smart at it. We haven't had any money in years.
I know.
Can we put that in before you sign it?
Well, but keep talking. The camera.
Well, I am. I mean, hell, I'm
Yeah, it's an issue. Yeah, I know Jim, after the flood, Jim was in contact. Check went through, but I don't know how far that put them behind again.
Well, we couldn't find an insurance company to write the policy.
Any other new business and or old business? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn? John Schroeder, Dan Raymond, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Meeting adjourned.